Hi, I'm Terry Melia, Public Relations Manager for the Upper Deck Company. I'm here today talking baseball with Kenny Lofton. Kenny, welcome aboard.
Thank you, thank you.
Let me ask you, you played 17 years in the big leagues. Can you pinpoint any specific moment in time that was your best moment of your career?
I think the best moment of my career probably was the first time I walked on a Major League Baseball field as considered a big leaguer, and that was '91 in Cincinnati.
Now let me ask you about that, because that Rookie of the Year balloting that first year in Cleveland, a guy named Pat Listach won out. Whatever happened to Pat Listach?
He played for a couple years, and then I think he started coaching.
But then there's a guy like Kenny Lofton. Now, I heard stories that there was one point you went out and actually went to the top of some mountainous area and just had to let out a blood-curdling scream.
Yeah, I had to let it out. It was something that I felt I did what I had to do to try to win, and it didn't work. So I had to just let it out, but no one hurt me, so it's pretty good.
Let me ask you, as far as collecting baseball cards, let's change gears a little bit. Were you a collector as a kid, and certainly as a ball player, did you collect cards?
Actually, as a kid, I was not, couldn't afford it. But I just, when I did get a bubblegum pack that had some in there, I was hopefully looking for somebody with the Cubs on it.
What about autographed memorabilia? Is there something that you have in your private collection that you really cherish more than anything else?
Right now I have a signed autographed jersey from Kirby Puckett.
Kirby Puckett.
Yeah.
Wow, it must mean a lot.
Mean a lot to me.
Let me ask you, as far as idols and guys like Kirby Puckett, Super Bowl players in their day, was there somebody that you tried to emulate as a kid growing up that you really idolized?
Well, when I grew up in the area of Chicago, so I just watched a lot of Chicago players, but a lot of people kind of said I kind of walked and did my style, like Mickey Rivers.
There you go, Mickey Rivers. Center field of the Yankees, I remember that. That's when I was growing up. What about favorite ballparks to hit in and actually to swipe a base here and there? Oh, any favorites?
Probably a ballpark to hit is probably the Metrodome. It's a pretty good place to hit. I don't know why. Something about that place made me feel pretty good.
What about swiping bases? Do you have any one memorable stolen base that you want to talk about today?
I think I stole home against Milwaukee Brewers, and it was my first steal of home, and it was something that was kind of scary and exciting all at the same time.
Let me ask you about your career batting average, .299. You collected more than 2,400 hits. How important was it you to try to get that over the 300 mark?
Well, I tried to, but it's a case where you can only, the ball can bounce. It's going to bounce where it's going to bounce, and if I'd have played a few more years, I believe I would have got that.
Let me ask you about playing in Cleveland. You start your career as a rookie in Cleveland. You come full circle when you're closing out your career. How important was it for you to be wearing the Indians uniform when you finished up as a major leaguer?
I mean, it felt pretty good. I played with 11 different teams and ended up coming back to Cleveland where it all started. It always say where it starts and where it ends. I felt like it was one of those fairy tale stories.
Sounds like it. Let me ask you about pregame rituals. Were there any routines you went through every day that Kenny had to do to make sure he was mentally prepared to get out on the field to play?
Yeah. I had to put my headphones on, go into the training room, and fall asleep. Half an hour. That's all I needed.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
You were good to go.
I was good.
Let's talk about fans and signing autographs for your fans. Is that something that you really look forward to? Was that a privilege for you as a major leaguer?
For me, it was an honor. I mean, I did it every day, whatever team I played with after the ball game, and sometimes, before, but most of the time after the ball game was over.
Sure.
Usually your car is parked inside the fence. I used to go right outside the side of the fence and sign autographs pretty much every day.
Now, was there anything really unusual that somebody at one point in time had you sign? Something that you can actually share with us on camera today?
Oh, share on camera. Let's see. I had a couple kids take their shoes and socks off, and I signed it. It was kind of, I had to wash my hands afterwards, but it was pretty cool.
But you signed their feet?
I signed them.
You signed their feet?
I signed their shoes and their socks.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, well, I guess they didn't wash them afterwards. That was a keepsake for them. Last question for you, Kenny. As far as Major League records are concerned, is there any one record out there that you think will stand the test of time? Nobody's going to break it right now.
I'll say, I can't say one, I'll say two.
Okay.
The Cal Ripken's record and the Ricky Hendricks record. It won't be broken.